Yes, welcome my viewers and subscribers to another. Yes, and I hope everyone is keeping safe. Yes, and um, on my panel, we have Andre Haywood, aka C4 Center Forward,
Yes, sir. Blessed to the viewers
and Floyd
and
Wright,
Happy New Year
aka
to everyone.
yes, I'm Mr. Floyd Wright, aka
Yeah,
Professor
man. Top of
himself.
the year, man, to all the viewers. Yeah, man. Top of the year,
Yes.
man, to all the viewers and my co-presenter and analyst.
Okay. Yes, we resume tonight. I know the Portmore League starting this Sunday, the 7th of January, and we will be predicting the winners. There. I'd like to say congratulations to Everett. Everett won himself $1,000 credit for predicting the last 8 winners. And please remember, my people, that if you for this Sunday, will receive $1,000 credit of your choice, digital or flow. Yes. So so I said the you have anything to say before we start?
Well, as again,
C4?
season's greetings to everyone, and I hope that you're not hearing me.
Yeah, but we're hearing you now. We're hearing you. Yes, go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
saying season's greetings to everyone, and I hope that all kept safe and that this year would have been a productive 2024.
Okay. Professor, you have anything before we start? Anything to say?
I'm just, I said before, wishing the viewers or the person that are involved in the Domino fraternity um, a most prosperous new year, and in looking forward to see them excel in a manner that they will be satisfied for the season, and all the
Yes,
persons
so
who
we're
are
looking for
involved in this
some.
tour 2003. Exactly. Yeah, man, go ahead.
So we're looking because the first match for this year, first matchup, seems interested because first thing we have Nagazed versus Correctional. What's your prediction, Professor? There,
um,
Nag-
Nagwed should should take this one home. Their last performance was close, losing to a memory lane team that they are. I think based on what happened prior to the happening in the season, they should have not lost. However, I think they should get this one done with the team they have. Expect Correctional to put up a good fight as usual, although they are playing away. But definitely we should take Nagred for this one. And I think our co-analyst, Mr. Playmaster, also carry Nagred in this one.
okay. What's your prediction of you heard me,
You're
Mr.
breaking up.
Professor?
Yes,
You're
man,
breaking
you're
up,
breaking up.
Mellache.
Go ahead
You're
again.
breaking up, Mellache.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Okay. Okay, I was just saying, what is your margin, the prediction
My prediction one,
of margin of win?
oh, of victory, of
Yes,
win. This will be
Yes.
very.
Yes.
This is very hard for me, but I get Nugget should get this over by about 20 points. I said they should win this by about 20 points because they did lose about 9 points the last time, while Correctional lost by over 30. So I expect Nugget having contrast a better result and coming away with at least about 20 points. They should win this easily, I believe. And they are just on what 5 points from the 5 games. So and just above correctional was 4. So I just expect them to just pull away from correctional in this case.
Okay. Center forward. What is your take on this match?
I think this match would be a very good match, especially for neutrals, as I expect a close affair. I'm going for a mild upset, and have correctional take this one. I believe that they are playing not too bad. They are playing good without the results to show, and with the call somewhat a step down in class, playing a Nagoya team that is still feeling around. I believe that correctional should have enough confidence that they could get this job done, and as such, I am going for correctional to beat Nago Ed, but it's supposed to be a close affair.
Okay. All right. So we have vote is correctional service for center forward and Nagazet for professor, right?
Yes, and also just to be
Everybody got it.
reminded, also
All right. Moving on to
Master do carry number.
okay. Yes. My viewers and subscribers, I apologize. My apology for Playmaster for his absent. He has prior engagement. So apology for Playmaster. Yes. Playmaster prediction. What you said, Professor, his prediction is who? Which
No good. Yes, not good for this one.
team?
Yeah. Do you hear me? Yes, now go ahead for this one.
Okay. Okay. All right. Moving on to memory lane versus right stuff. Center forward, memory lane.
Memory Lane, they are not doing too bad in the sense that they have been competing in some of the matches, just the odd blowout, but this may be a tougher task now for Memory Lane. Right Stuff is right now one of the farm teams, and with the insertion of Lizard in this team, Right Stuff is looking at a dangerous team for all and sundry. So, the top 8 teams that make it, they better look out for this Right Stuff team because, this team is really and truly unsung and could create an upset.
Okay. Because normal circumstance, right stuff normally make it to the top 8, right? Right stuff always make it to the quarterfinal. Is
Yes,
that
yes,
so?
yes, yes, yes. Normally, yes. They haven't seen a season where Right Stuff has failed to make it to the top 8.
They're struggling for this season to make the top 8. All right, Professor, memory lane versus right stuff. What is your take?
Well, this will for memory lane in this encounter will be a very tough task. Right stop is now the farm one of the farm teams along with the unbeaten teams. That I think this is their, if not my memory serve right, I think there have been 3 consecutive victories. They are coming off, or 4. I just don't get that correct. I don't. They have lost a game. Oh, I think they are coming off 3 consecutive or something like that. But anyway, they should get this one
I think
home
Memelen is on
easily.
8 points.
I don't Memlin have the much
They won
firepower
2.
to repeat. Memlin have
I
won
think
two
Memelen is
games.
on 8 points.
Yes, and there and those 2 victories, we
Yeah,
believe,
they have won 2 games.
based on our analysis, we didn't carry them to come out victors. And I will still go for them to not win this one, based on how Rise Up is playing and they are getting their act together. There's no way I see memorial victory here, unless there's something unforbidden. But this victory is definitely goes for Rise Up, and Playmaster do care
All right.
um, Rise Up for this victory too.
Okay, so all 3 analysts is carrying right stuff for this victory. Okay, great. Still on you, Professor. Village versus Masterpiece. Village Links versus Masterpiece. What is your take,
Village Link versus
Professor?
Masterpiece. Yes, Village Link is is going fairly well in this competition. After 5 games, they have 9 points. I think that is something great for them, just in their second season as in recent memory. They should win this one. Memory Masterpiece only have a point and sits at the bottom of the table. I still go for a Village Link team, a Village Link victory here, but I believe there will be. It will not be a blown out game. I think there will be some sort of competitiveness down to the wire, and then probably Village Link will just get it uh, done. And surprisingly, um, in this one, Playmaster goes for a Masterpiece win victory.
Okay. I don't know what's happening. We're having quite a bit disturbance. Um, Center forward. Village Links versus Masterpiece. What is your take?
Yes, Village Link not doing badly, and we'll be there or thereabouts. But so there's a feeling that is telling me that Masterpiece, if they are able to produce anything near that close finish that they had with 40 International, they could prove a handful on the day, and it just take an outstanding performance from 1 or 2 of their stalwarts, to inspire the team. And as such, with the Prince of Darkness in the form that he's in, I am siding with Playmaster and go for a mild upset with Masterpiece to get the job done over a Village Link team where I am expecting to offer a strong challenge.
Okay. Masterpiece is okay. All right. Big up Watson at the house. Lincoln Watson. That's West Kingston. Big up yourself, West Kingston. Happy New Year, sir. All right. Next we have Foundation versus Central on the list. Center forward. Foundation versus Central. You hear me, C4?
I will.
Come again?
Center
They're breaking up.
forward.
They're breaking up.
Um, okay. All right. Foundation versus Central.
Well, this is going to be a hotly contested affair. No, this is two teams that are harboring thoughts of making it to this year's quarterfinal, and they are two teams that realistically they are looking on seventh or eighth position that is up for grabs to be one of those that will fill that spot. So this will be a dog eat dog affair. The winner will certainly advance themselves in a position where they could push their rivals further down and make a step forward in the right direction. Now, Foundation has recruited well, but they haven't really stood out as such, that will have people say, hey, they're here, but they have done okay to give themselves a chance so far in their matches. Central, they are doing not too bad, but we were expecting a bit more from Central. So this match is a match where either team can step forward and show their true potential in regards to where they will finish this season. No, in saying all this, we have to pick a winner, and I'm going for a Foundation win. Foundation really and truly, they have the power in terms of the name players that has been doing things over the years. So if they are able to produce, then it certainly will have Foundation in a good place. But I'm going for a Foundation win to squeeze past a very good Central team.
Okay. Professor.
Well, this encounter, interestingly, it's a surprise to say would have been in this discussion regarding a Foundation team, especially to be in contention for the top 8, because even when I predicted not carrying 8 teams, I did predict 10 teams to out of that team to reach. I did still didn't predict. If my memory serves right, I didn't predict Foundation to be there. But anyway, they have made good strides. They're on 12 points so far. Lost 2 games and they have won 3. They haven't been tested as such. I think probably they had one good team in right stuff. But based on what is going on, I would care Foundation to win, because the Central Victories is one that they should have won. I think they lost one that a game that they should have won, and Foundation beat that team. They lost against Memory Lane. Foundation beat Memory Lane. So definitely, I would go for a Foundation win here, based on the sort of players they have in their squad. I expect this game to be closely contested, but I would definitely go to a Foundation win. However, Playmaster did carry Central to win in this encounter. So I am carrying Foundation. Playmaster is carrying Central in this encounter.
Okay. All right. I apologize for my internet. My internet is acting up, my viewers. So my apology. And please remember to click like on the video. And I would like to say welcome to Claudia Mitchell. That's who Badras. That's Badras, right? C4. Claudia Mitchell. and Arville Smith.
Yeah, yes,
Carl
yes, yes. Carl
Martin.
Mitchell, bad yes.
Yeah, man. Welcome. Happy New Year, everyone. And like I said, my internet is acting up, so I apologize. My apology for um, acting up of my internet. Well, moving on. Moving on to Cherry Garden. Professor, what is your take on that match? So what's up versus Cherry Garden? A very interesting match.
Very interested in a lot of ways. Interestingly, I play for one of these teams, and I had seen in Soursop, and it's not very good to even as an analyst. It's better you're outside looking in more than inside looking out, because you,
Yes.
as much as you want your team to do well, you don't want to carry our next team against your team, the team you're playing for. In this encounter, it will be very interestingly poised. In their debut season, and that is the last Portmore League, Cherry Gardens did beat Source Up with a much stronger team. But looking at this encounter, Source Up, this game will be competitive, but just somehow based on how Source Up playing, and that is my analysis on the game, I think Cherry Garden might get the edge in this encounter. Um, So I will probably go for a Cherry win based on what is happening in the season, because I'm just an analyst and I'm doing based on the stats. But I will go for a Cherry win. But as a player of Soursop, I believe we still have a good chance. But Cherry based on the stats, and we have to go with the stats.
Oh,
Soursop is not playing badly. Coming off a huge loss, probably the biggest margin of loss in the last round. Cherry Garden coming off a fairly huge loss too, to a quite competent 4 team. So both teams are coming off losses, huge losses, but definitely Cherry Garden, based on their previous performances, they should get the edge going into this encounter.
so what is Playmaster verdict?
He has Cherry Gardens for this one.
Okay. Well, I thought this question would be a very hard question for you, Professor, because after all you play for, can one person win a match?
Repeat.
Can one person win a match?
One person can make a difference. But that's one of the things. You asked a very good question. One person can do make a difference, but usually if they are, say, in this competition, there are 19 teams. So we have probably
17.
17 teams. So altogether, suppose we have 17 teams. That is how many games at C4 for the season in the preliminaries?
Preliminaries will have 16
Um,
games. Each team plays 16 games.
16 games. 16 games.
yeah, but each one team would have played 8 games. Eight, right? 8 in the preliminaries. That's it.
Games.
No, you play 16 games in the
Yes.
preliminaries.
They play 16 in the
16
preliminary. One
games.
team that plays 16 games.
All right, 16
Yes.
plus 3. So we use 16 plus 3. That is 19 games. Just analyzing a person who's a very good player. How many games he can win? As good as he's a player, tell me how many games he can win or dominate. He is single-handedly win. Just very few. He might come in chumps in probably the most 10 games in altogether out of 19. So what I'm saying, you
Yeah, but
ask a
we were
question.
just talking about an individual match. Can one person win? What can,
Yes, well,
uh-huh.
that's where I'm going. That's going with my analogy. So one person can make a significant difference in a game, but he would definitely have to get backup from his teammates. Now, how much a good quality player can win a game over a period of time? So one person can make a difference, but in just probably a few encounters for the season. So definitely one person can make a significant difference in one match, but it's very difficult to do it in the game of domino over a period of matches. So they will definitely have a good season with the backup of players. So the chemistry has to get it right. And I think that is one of the things that the team, as most of the aggregate of these teams, is very good. So it just comes down to the chemistry of all the others play around a couple of individuals who are very, very competent. So why you ask that question? I
Okay.
believe that
All right.
you're saying one person.
All right. The
What's
reason
the
why,
reason
all
why?
right, the reason why I asked that question, the reason why, so what's up? And your analogy is that Cherry Garden is going to win this match. So I was just wondering if you don't believe in yourself that you can win the match for Soasop, or I'm just really playing the devil's advocate.
No, man. Yes,
Yes.
definitely,
So I
and
was
I
just
agree
saying,
with you.
you
That's why
believe
I'm
you play for
saying,
Soasop.
and that is one of the things that is, as I said, in the very first, in the initial stages of my predictions, I said it's it put you in a precarious position when you're an analyst and involved in a game because you don't want to carry another team against your team. But that's why being fair in my comments, I do say I have to look at the past results of what is happening. That is how you analyze a game, not because you're doing with emotions. So if I'm
Yes.
doing this, I can't do it with emotions. I would have to definitely come forth
So
with logics.
you're speaking based off statistics.
Yes, based on what is happening in the competition. But that is how we carry the games. So so based on what is happening, Chergal we do have the edge, but so also have a very, very good um a very good team too. It's just that I believe because we are competitive, all the games that we are that South Africa play, they have been very competitive up to a point. I just believe that that's where they are losing the game, playing well, leading, and then they lose a series of games, and then they are unable to recover from there. But they have been very fairly competitive in all games.
Well,
Even the
sorry
youth,
to cut up, Professor, but you're going a long route. You asked a question that with one person can win a match. No, you take a long route.
yeah,
What I
yeah,
believe you're trying to say is that definitely one person can make a difference, but you really need
yes,
the other five tables for him to perform because there's a lot of times where a player would lead by 40. I've seen where a player lead by
yeah,
40 and the team scramble, barely scramble, lose. So sometimes you need a teammate in order for you to make that difference because you can be putting on the score and the team members are losing. For instance, even in the fourth international match where legal led by over 30 points, north of 30, near 40 points, and fourth international won by a single point. Had he lost that game in that final game, all of that would have counted for nothing. So
yes.
definitely, he certainly would have needed his teammates in order to get the job done. So the right analogy is that one player can make a difference, but one person can't win a match.
Okay, exactly. Because C4,
Okay.
I have played against very, very good quality opponents. Lead by about 40 and still lose. I can't remember one year I played against Giants. Lead by about 40 and still lose. And losing a countdown. And we drop what about we drop a 10 love, nearly drop 2 10 love in the game. We drop a 10 and we have a 8. Everything get beat less than 7 or 7-3. And I will still lose the game. There are many times we lead by 30 or 20 and then lose. But that's why I'm saying so my time that is why I was very cagey. I know I answered the question. because even that game that we lost, we shouldn't have lost. So everybody is leaking runs. That's why I always say I play as a team. That is one of the ways I always say
Yeah,
I'm a team player. Definitely, I'm a team player straight from play. Team I consider. I've never played for a man I match. Never, never. So if all persons have the same mindset, I think we get better result than all teams play and less burden on captains.
okay. But the last two matches I saw you played, you performed really well, Professor. The last couple of matches you
Yes, that's what I'm
played,
saying.
the last,
Yeah, because even one of the games that I played very well in, and probably scored the most points in from across both teams, we still lost the game. But that's how it goes. These things do happen, and as we said, we just need other players to come to the fore when one or two or three teams are doing well. We just need a team effort.
okay. All right, center forward. So what's up versus Cherry Garden? What is your take?
Well, this is dubbed as the battle of the fruits, the fruit trees. Now, um, Soursop versus Cherry Gardens. I remember in an encounter where Soursop was the overwhelming favorite to win that match, and we brought down everyone for that match, and we lost to a Cherry Gardens team just in the initial stages. Not a very strong Cherry Gardens team as to what they have now because they have recruited well. On the flip side, Soursop has been weakened, and Soursop will report with a very weak team compared to teams over the year. And I want to say condolences also to the Soursop team, Professor, and the entire Soursop team for the loss of one of their stalwart players, Lobsterman. Lobsterman passed away the other day, so condolences goes out to the Soursop family for the loss. This match, you know, Cherry Gardens are huge favourites based on the reputation that they come into this tournament with. And I'm expecting that they will get the job done over Soursop. But this match is kind of a derby match, as there are players that usually plays for Soursop that are playing for Cherry Gardens. And in a derby match, more times you find the matches becomes closer than it will actually look on paper. And so I'm expecting a close affair with Cherry Gardens edging it.
Okay. So that's a sweet cherry, not a sour cherry, a sweet cherry. You mentioned about the fruits center forward.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. For the last of Lobsterman. And yes, Everett. Big up yourself, Everett. Jarrett. And World Boss. Yeah, man, big up yourself for tuning in. All right. We have our next epic match Brayton. What is your take? Center forward. Mechanical
Brayton
versus
versus
Brayton.
Mechanical versus Brayton.
Mechanical.
Well, Brayton by far, is a
Yes.
stronger team of the two. Mechanical this season it's no secret that they have lost the core unit of a team that finished as runner up the last season. So this is a rematch of the final of the Portmore League last season, where Brayton came up trumps and become champion. What can Mechanical do to change the outcome of the result is the big question. They have not recruited well. They certainly have found players from some parts of Jamaica. You have some Aguero, and you have some other players from all over. But Maki is trying his best, to replace some strong players that left, some players that made impact, the Peacocks, the Foley. You know, how do you replace them? I don't believe that Mechanical has replaced them, and as such, this could be a nice score. Brayton with no doubt whatsoever for an emphatic victory in this one.
What is the scoreline would be like here in this match? What is your prediction, centre forward?
I'm looking for a score over 30. Below that, probably Mechanical would have to bring of their very best. Because during this season, Mechanical has not really looked like a team that would trouble a team such as Britain that is trumping on the bits. The only drawback for Britain winning by a low score is that there are matches over the weekend where players could be jaded in terms of their players that are traveling and participating in the games over the weekend. The Mercenary versus the Western All Stars, and the D side versus the Division 1 team. So, there's a lot of games over the weekend, and, Mechanical could be the fresher of the two, and as such, that could actually make the game a closer one. But, I'm still going for a huge victory for Britain, the defending champions.
Okay, great. Professor, what is your input?
Both Brighton will, based on what is happening, will coming off. Both teams are coming off contrasting results. One a loss, one a win. Now, Mechanical, who come in with a win, is not the team that went to the final or the beaten finalists last year. As a matter of fact, this is the what should I say? Not that this is a return of the final that was played in last season's Portmore League, and Britain they destroyed them in their last encounter, and I believe they will also do the same in this encounter. Mechanical is not as strong as they used to, losing about 4 or 5 quality players for coming into this competition. So definitely a Britain win. Mechanical will do put up a fight with the players they do have. But so far I just don't see them winning this one. They are just a point. They have only lost one game. Both teams have lost one game. Um, Mechanical lost a point behind, 117, 116. So that's the only difference here. A bigger difference would be a Britain victory. And Playmaster is do carry Britain for this victory also.
Okay, so that means Britain is the favorite in this match. All right. Remember, my subscribers and viewers, remember to click like on the video, and remember that giving away $1,000 credit for the first person so the first person who can predict the 8 winners for the matches on Sunday will win $1,000 credit of your choice. All right, going down to the feature matches. How about 2 featured matches for this weekend? Professor, Caribbean Classic versus Bull Bay. A very interesting match. Because Bull Bay seems to be on form. Caribbean Classics versus Bull Bay. Professor.
Okay, go ahead. Thanks, Mellache. This
You heard me?
encounter for Classic would be their toughest. this me- mechanical, no, sorry, Bull Bay will be coming into this game going in for a victory, and they had a good. The last encounter they had prior to the season break was very impressive. Now they are coming up on next tough encounter in Classic, which in reverse, this will be the Classic toughest encounter so far in this competition. Just on paper. So let's see how that is played out in a practical sense. But definitely I will still go for a Classic win base, as we usually say, they are the benchmark of this competition. And it's just, we usually say when we are playing against Classic is playing against certain teams, it's just a margin of victory. In this one, it's going to be very hard to call the margin of victory, because Bull Bay is definitely a contender for this competition, carrying home the trophy. They are definitely one of the contenders, and they definitely will give Classic some good fight. But I will go for a Classic victory here. Still, in a fairly close encounter.
Okay. What is Playmaster prediction?
He did carry Caribbean Classic in this encounter also.
Okay. Center forward. What is your prediction?
Well, this is certainly a feature, and many are really and truly impressed with what Bulby has been offering up lately, with the finally recruiting of Conroy. That Bulby certainly are very much a team to watch this season, and this match against Caribbean Classic would certainly have a lot of viewers, persons going over to watch this match. No, Bulby has never beaten Caribbean Classic, and as Professor said rightly, Caribbean Classic is the benchmark of where teams would want to be, where teams aspire to be, and when you place Caribbean Classic, you face the ultimate test, because they strive on excellence. No, the chinks were exposed in the semi-final last season for Caribbean Classic, where they lost to Britain. Britain coming to the party in a big way. That shows that this team can be beaten, and with their players leaving from this for the Britain team to help out this Bull Bay team, with that experience, certainly gives them a chance. Give them some form of hope that they could get the job done. And sometimes they just need to believe, and with Sour Scream a part of that battalion, I do expect a strong challenge from the team from the East. But, as you'd have to be Caribbean Classic to win. And as such, we'd have to go with Caribbean Classic, the number one team in the island for quite some while. They just don't lose easily. And as such, I'm just thinking that Bull Bay, though, will certainly offer a strong challenge, with the fierce Conroy and Sour Scream in the form of his life leading the charge. And also Brat seeing the ball as big as a breadfruit, coming off a performance in which he won 19 games straight. So that sort of performance certainly would put Bull Bay in a strong position to give a challenge to Caribbean Classic in this encounter.
Okay. So Classics, still the number one team, is the favorite for this match. All right, moving on to the next epic match. Fort International versus Lynx. Center forward. Fourth International versus Links United.
Well, I am signed up to Fourth International, and the expectation when one signs for a team is that, you're going for the title, and I am absolutely sure that Fourth International has what it takes to take it home this season. And Links United visiting Fourth International ground this Sunday, I can promise you that you will see the real Fourth International, the former champions, and the only team to beat Caribbean Classic in more than one finals. So you'll definitely see a Fourth International team of old with the energy and the vibes this Sunday. I promise you that Links United winning run could come to an end.
Question though, center forward. This is not their first encounter. Links versus Fourth International.
Links versus Fourth International. I know that I can't recall if Links were I wouldn't think so either, because Links. I would have to go back in to check with some of the stalwarts of the game if Links had encounters with Fourth International. But if so, it would have been just a few or
okay, because
not many, if any.
Okay.
They did face them when they were Spitfire. They did, just to interject here. They did face them. I don't know if they faced them when they were Links United, but they did face them before they changed the name. They were Spitfire before, and Links was in the commission with them at that time. So they played them as the only difference at that time is the name change. But Ford did a couple encounters as Spitfire. So that's the name change, but there are a few players that were still there, Tyson, etc. were still part of aggregation, and the captain was Mr. James. So they did face them as Spitfire, but I don't believe when the name changed to Links, I don't think they have faced them as it. If my memory serves correct, somebody can correct me.
But I
know they play as
You're speaking based as a player or statistics what has been just been a bit controversial here. You heard me, Professor? Center forward.
Oh, you're asking if I'm speaking as an analyst or
yeah, analysts are just a player.
Well, the thing about it is, I am speaking as an analyst, but with an insight into one of the teams, and the insight I have is with the Fourth International team. And what I am seeing, this Sunday there will be something special on offering, and whilst the Links United will start as favorite based on the performances in the PORTMORE in the Town League and their unbeaten start to this PORTMORE League, winning some games emphatic. This, I believe, will be their ultimate test, which I don't expect them to pass. As I'm telling you, this Fourth International team will show their true potential this Sunday.
Okay. Professor, I guess center forward still have him jersey at Fourth International.
Yes, man. Well,
I don't know if you still have your jersey at what's up with the Professor.
Yeah, always, man. What I'm seeing here is that this encounter is really one of the features of this round. Fourth is coming off a fairly impressive victory. The prior game, they're coming off a victory that was a nail biter. one of the situations I spoke about prior to the season was the captaincy of that 14 with such a large aggregation. I believe they do get a few things right in the last match they played against Cherry Gardens, and a bit of chemistry is developing. Lynx, on the other hand, is coming off a league that they went to the final, did impressively win the mid-season final, didn't lose how many games, come into this final, haven't lost as yet. They are playing with a chemistry that is, which any team would love to have. By saying this, I would definitely go for a Lynx victory based on what they have to offer, what they are offering so far this season. Port in this case is just getting together. So the balance of chemistry is slightly inch towards a Lynx. So I do carry them for this victory. But if Port win this encounter, it's with both no surprise. Shannon Paul do have a good skippering record against Mr. James. He always do fairly well against Mr. James led team. So let's see if he can pull it off in this one also.
Okay. All right. That's Everett.
Playmaster do care. Playmaster just do it. Playmaster do care Lynx to win in this encounter.
Okay. Everett it is right stuff, masterpiece. And classics. That's Everett. Predicting his 8 winners for this Sunday matches. And to remind
Everett, sorry to say, Everett not going this one.
that
Everett can't win this one.
Why? Because
I'm sure of that.
You don't see 4th international in it.
I am 100% sure that
Why
Everett
is
is
that
wrong.
center forward? Because 4th international is not in.
Yeah, he have more than one match where we don't think them look so good, but what to tell? But Everett now win this one.
More win one.
Well, that's
yeah. Pass it. I'll pass it forward to you. Him bring pass it forward to you, so him give him a chance. Yeah, pass it forward to win,
So me ask you a question: What if him all them predictions go well, except that Soursap do go against Cherry Gardens? What do you think him gonna do?
Switch. He has the right. Do we have the right
I have a joke here.
The things? Go ahead.
All right, I have a joke here. For the both of you. Which team going to win? This Sunday, Passage Fort versus Garvermead. Maybe I don't have any game getting.
Passage Fort.
Garvermead versus Passage Fort.
Well, if Passage Fort,
yes, this Sunday.
If Garvermead turn up, probably in trouble. But definitely win this one.
Professor lost a whole heap of marks with Passage Fort, because I think you tipped them on about 3 occasions, I don't know if you never sever ties, but it seems as if you still have some form of emotions with Passage Fort.
Remember, I did predict all winners in one round, so I'm Passage Fort lost. So obviously I severed ties somewhere along the line. So Passage Fort have won a game, but
I'm sure they're going to win this one though this Sunday.
Well, I hope so.
But we have some very interesting matches over the weekend though. That's the match, the Mercenaries versus the Western All Stars,
Yes.
a Western team that will nobody knows the makeup of. They will be spirited by Royal Boss, and they will take on a mercenary team that beat a similar Western team in
Okay.
Makuk's Pen, beat them by 30 something. Then the mercenaries team went to Mopey to play the Strike Force team and dispatched them by 50 on their home turf. Now the mercenary is coming back and they are going back to the Pecos Place to play Western All Stars team led by Royal Boss, Fox, and the whole crew. So this team is a team that is made up of the West with possibly invitations from town. Um, well, there's another match now on Saturday where these side, the champions of the Pecos League that was just concluded, they will play a Division One All Stars from the Pecos League with a few invitational players. You know, this match was organized by Playmaster. I'm sorry, he's not here to give us some more details on that. But what I'm getting to understand is that this will be a match where the monetary prize will be decided by the players. And so we expect that this match could be very, very, very big. You know, the Division One teams, they have exciting players. They love the games, you know, and they will turn out in their droves to support the Division One teams. The Division One champions was Peace and Love, and they will have possibly the bulk of the players on the Division One team. So that is something to look forward to on the weekend also. So yeah, plenty domino beginning tomorrow.
Okay, great. That's good for the sport of domino in Jamaica. Yes. We come to the end of another week, another program, and I would like also to say, um, to mention about my Mellache TV cookout. Yes, the 26th of this month. So I'm asking you all to support Mellache TV just by showing the appreciation for the job he's doing. So I'm asking everyone for your support
Yeah, but
for
actually,
my cookout
say
on the
for
26th.
your players, you have to have two domino. You have to have two domino upon it, because that attract the players. I mean,
Uh,
that attract people. Once you put domino out there, man, find a inspire there. You understand? So I think you need to readjust that flyers and find a domino table and put on it. If I have a two domino, put on it. You know, yeah, even a domino activity for the day
okay.
that definitely
Okay.
would have a lot of persons that will coming out, for the fun of it.
Or you can have a domino pizza, something like that.
Okay. Okay.
You can do
Yes. Domino, we're talking about, Professor.
no. It's a domino thing we can have something and have something, but even something like the
Yeah.
food, not domino. So domino pizza would be something ideal. Even if we not
Oh,
play domino
okay.
on the
Yeah.
day.
Yes,
But
that's true. All right. Yes, Royal Boss. Big up yourself, Royal Boss. Yes, Professor. Go ahead.
I don't know. You will be down at that neck of the woods on the weekend. What's the situation? C4. What is it?
I don't know if I could
Yes,
get a
yes,
ride.
yes. I believe. Um, I'll make the trip to Mobi tomorrow to take in the mercenary team. However, the back-to-back matches, I don't believe I'll be able to make the other one.
Okay. All right.
Okay. The match tomorrow, is it Cross the table match or just a
No,
partner match?
it's partner games. Partner games.
Where's where's that keeping? Where in Mobile that keeping?
It will be at Pecos Place, one Fish Lane, off Barnett Street. Yeah, so that's the place to be tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, I believe it's a start of about 7 p.m.
Okay. All right, Domino lovers, you heard. Center forward. All right. Thanks for viewing and happy new year again, everyone. Please remember to click like on the video and send in your prediction. The top 8 winners for this Sunday coming, and you'll win yourself the first person, and you'll win yourself $1,000 credit. Thanks everyone for viewing. See you next week.